Hello parents, welcome to BLW Store. In this video we're going to compare Hipp formulas versus Similac formulas. So whether you are from United States or any other country in the world and you have these two brands available in your country and you're wondering which one to get, well, this video is going to be for you, okay? We've written more than 200 articles comparing different formulas, and we've done plenty of research on the different ingredients that formulas have and how they affect in the short and the long term, okay? So now, as always, we're going to leave the link of the article in the description below, just in case you want to read everything. But for now, we're going to try to make this thing simple and straight to the point, okay? So, first thing you have to know is that these two brands have many different types of formulas, okay? We have here a table that compares most of them, okay? I'm gonna go one by one because I think you should be familiar with what these two brands offer before you make your decision, okay? So first, we're gonna talk about their conventional formulas, which is, the formulas that they're not designed for any specific digestive needs, okay? In case of Hipp, they're going to be Hipp Dutch, okay, Hipp German, and Hipp UK. All right, Hipp offers three types of cow milk-based formulas. The one we recommend is Hipp Dutch. We're not going to get into the why. It's just the most complete and the best. We have an article comparing these three formulas: Dutch, German, and UK. So I'm going to close German and UK. Okay. Hipp also offers a goat milk formula, which is usually the one we recommend if you have access to it. And then it also has a hypoallergenic formula, a comfort formula, and an anti-reflux formula. Okay, so again, conventional formula, goat milk, which is in our opinion, and science says that it's better than cows, it's better, easier to digest. Hypoallergenic, comforts, and anti-reflux. Comforts, by the way, is a formula for babies that have either lactose sensitivities or problems digesting cow's milk protein. Okay? And now we have Similac. I've only opened two here that I'm going to talk about them later. But from Similac, we have the conventional formulas from Similac are Similac Pure Bliss, which is probably the best conventional formula that Similac offers. And then we have Similac Advance and Similac Pro Advance. Okay, we're not going to get into the details, but from Similac, Similac Pure Bliss, Similac Advance, and Similac Pro Advance are the ones that are their conventional formulas. Okay, I have here the Advanced open. Now, what is the difference between Similac Advanced and Pro Advanced? The only difference, they're the same formula, but the only difference is that the Pro Advanced version adds HMOs, which is a prebiotic that is actually pretty beneficial. Okay, so Pro Advanced would be better than Advanced. All right, but now we're here to compare Hipp and Similac. Okay, so we have the short answers here. We put here the Hipp is clearly superior. Okay, now why is this? This is because if we take a look at the ingredients, well, of course, Hipp is organic. Okay, so that is already something to consider. Now, being organic does not add any nutritional benefits. However, it can be very, very beneficial in the long run. And it can, your baby can avoid many different health issues if you choose to feed your baby organic formula and organic food. That is the way it is. Okay, it is very difficult to make studies with babies, but over and over, it has been seen that a diet that is, mainly organic and without pesticides, without microplastics, blah blah, is obviously better, and the risk of having or developing health issues in the future is much less. Okay, now putting that aside, the problem with Similac formulas and this happens to all of them, is the fact that they add this ingredient right here, okay, soy oil. Now, soy oil, it's a seed oil. It is not good. Okay, we've proven over and over, science has proven over and over that soy oil has many different health risks, and even probably more for babies if they consume, you know, higher quantities of this. And also soy lecithin. So you should want to avoid these two ingredients, okay? Soy oil mostly, okay, because many formulas have this, because it has a molecule that is similar to breast milk, fat molecule that is similar to breast milk. So many formulas will have lecithin. However, soy oil, if you can avoid it, avoid it. This is the main problem that this formula has, okay? Now, this is Similac Advanced, which is the conventional formula. If you go to the formulas that are designed for issues, digestive issues, for example, Similac Pro Total Comfort, if we go to the ingredients, we are not going to see lactose here. We're going to see corn maltodextrin, which is what you want to see, okay? You don't want to see corn syrup solids. If you see that, try to avoid that formula unless there's no other choice. But then, as you can see here, we have a high oleic oil, which again is, I mean, these are better avoided. And then we have sugar, and we have soy oil. Again, sugar, this is basically table sugar, so red alarm, very bad. And again, soy oil. Yes? So two ingredients that you should definitely avoid. Yes? Now, if we go to Hipp, and we scroll to the ingredients, we're going to see a couple of things. Skim milk, cocoa, general things. So, vegetable oils. We're not going to see soy oil here, but we do see palm oil. Now, palm oil has been demonized, and it's actually not that bad. Okay, the problem with palm oil is the fact that is not environmentally friendly, but is actually really nutritious, and is an oil that is very similar to breast milk in fat composition. Okay, so it's much more nutritious than any other oil except coconut. Coconut is great, and by the way, Similac has coconut oil. Problem is that it's not organic. Okay. Now, why is also Hipp an amazing formula and better than Similac? Most similar formulas. By the way, all Hipp formulas have this vegetable blend. They are organic, and they do have this ingredient right here. This is a probiotic. Okay, I'm gonna zoom in. This is a probiotic, which basically means they're bacteria, okay, beneficial bacteria for the gut, for the guts and for the microbiome. That is being sourced from real breast milk. All right, so this is the real thing, and Hipp is the only brand that offers this pre and probiotic blend, and this is amazing for gut health, immune system, digestion, etc., etc. Okay, so is the closest you're gonna get to a real probiotic from breast milk. Really, really good. Okay. And then you have the other ingredients. Yes. Now, if we go back to the article here, I mean, I'm not going to go through everything, but the main thing is if your baby, if you have a baby without problems, digestive issues, the one we would recommend would be Hipp Dutch or Hipp Goat. It's not here. Hipp Goat is not here. It's over here. We will recommend you to choose Hipp Goat, and if you can't find it, then Hipp Dutch. That would be our first recommendation between Hipp and Similac. If you decide to go with Similac, we would strongly recommend Pure Bliss, because it's the closest to organic you're gonna get. Okay. It does. I mean, it has soy oil, which is not recommended, but it's probably the best Similac formula you can get. If your baby has lactose sensitivity problems, then we would recommend Hipp Comfort. And if you decide to go with a similar route, we would recommend Similac here, Total Comfort, okay, which would be, in reality, I mean, it would be this one, Pro Total Comfort. Yes. And if your baby has problems digesting the protein from cow's milk, then we would go Hipp Hypoallergenic, and that's it. Those are our recommendations, okay? Now, if your baby has, here, look, we would only choose Similac if our baby had diagnosed CMPA. Yes, this is cow's milk protein allergy. If he has a diagnosed allergy, then your only option would be Alimentum. It's not great, it's not a great formula, but it offers nutrition, complete nutrition for babies who cannot digest cow's milk protein. Before you go this route though, we would strongly recommend to try goat milk first, and then Hipp Hypoallergenic or Hipp Comfort. Both of these treat problems with the protein from cow's milk. This one is hypoallergenic, which means that it's extensively hydrolyzed. It's basically that they take the proteins from cow's milk and they break them up, so they're easy to digest. And this one is partially hydrolyzed. So this one treats allergies, more severe allergies, and this one is just for babies who don't digest that protein very good. Okay, and that would be it. Okay, we're not going to get into the science or anything because we want these videos to be as helpful as possible. If you do have questions, or if you have experience, or you want to leave a comment or leave some feedback, please leave a comment or write us to our email, alberto@blwstore.com. And last thing is the alternatives. We always recommend parents to do more research just in case Hipp or Similac don't work. You always need to have some alternatives ready. So we always recommend Wholly. Amazing ingredients, amazing formulas, best organic certifications in the world. If you live in the US, then Bobby is a great option. Bobby has a gentle formula too. And of course, Kendamil. If you don't know about Kendamil, you should know about it. Is probably the best formula in the world, if not one of the best. And you can check it out too. You can check more comparisons in our websites. Okay. Also, ByHeart. We don't have it here, but ByHeart and Bobby are both great, and they are US based. Okay. And of course, if you need to buy European formulas, we always recommend Organics Best as the best, basically the best store ever to buy European formulas. Okay. We're going to leave a link in the description as well. There you go. So I hope this helped you, and we're here to receive any comments, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.